Welcome back. Well, Thanksgiving is just under a week away. That means thousands are gearing up to travel to see their loved ones for the holiday. And it's always worth knowing which movies are out while you're home so you can go see them when you're with the fam.
And we have our ABC7 movie critic, Benjamin Edelman, here with us. And Ben, what's on the plate for these Thanksgiving holidays?
Look, for me, Thanksgiving is about being with your family, playing some football, and seeing a bunch of movies, of course.
Now, if you're Ben.
Now, I know people are really busy when it comes to Thanksgiving, so don't worry. I have planned out everyone's movie week day by day.
Perfect.
So no one has to think about it. You can still focus on your cooking. You can still focus on everything else. I got your movie plans ready. So on Tuesday, imagine Tuesday. What do you do on a Tuesday? You're looking ahead to your day off, Wednesday through Sunday. You're looking ahead to the big picture, and you might be, eating a little bit less because you need to fill up for the big meal. So if you're eating a little bit less, what's better to see than the Hunger Games?
Ah, okay.
So on Tuesday night, you can head out to the Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This is the 5th movie in the Hunger Games franchise. It's actually a prequel to all the Katniss Everdeen stuff. It's based off one of the books as well. So it's not like a new original Hollywood property, but they're kind of pulling it from the books. This didn't excite me too much when I was seeing it, but honestly, it's getting pretty good reviews. So I might go check it out because, what's better than a big blockbuster film during Thanksgiving break?
And that series was so successful, both the book and the movie.
Huge.
I didn't realize there's 5 of them.
5 of them, yeah.
Wow.
And who's playing Katniss?
Rachel Zegler. Well, it's not Katniss because it's a prequel like decades before, but Rachel Zegler is the star. She was in West Side Story. Steven Spielberg made that.
That'll be a big change.
So this could be a lot of fun.
What's her name? What's her name to play
From
Katniss?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you.
Yes. And then on Wednesday, what are you doing? You're in the kitchen. You're cooking everything up. You are working really hard to get that meal prepared. You're feeling like a cooking legend, an underdog, if you will, because you're going to go see Taika Waititi's Next Goal Wins on Wednesday night. This is an underdog soccer movie. It is his return to comedy, actually, because he's been doing some blockbusters for a while. The reviews for this actually haven't been really strong, but it looks, when I see the trailer, it promises kind of a fun, by-the-numbers sports story, and sometimes that hits the spot like a good Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
If you like Ted Lasso, you'll probably like this movie because it's a very similar premise to Ted Lasso. He's sent to this horrible team at American Samoa to try to turn them into big winners, and he's kind of a bigger coach who's kind of been disgraced. So I'm excited to see this. This could be a fun comedy, just a breezy movie before you travel down to your Thanksgiving experience.
Everyone loves an underdog story, and Ben, I love how you're connecting these with the days of the week. This is so great.
That sounds like the perfect day before Thanksgiving movie to me.
The perfect day before. Now you got Thanksgiving, the horrors of the dinner table, talking politics with your extended family. And if you want to continue that horrors at night, Eli Roth is back with his horror slasher, Thanksgiving.
Oh boy.
Eli Roth's been on the scene for a couple decades, and a lot of critics are calling this a return to form for him. This is being compared to Scream and Halloween. It's a slasher that takes place in a small town with a Thanksgiving-themed villain and Thanksgiving-themed kills. I think what a fun way to end your Thursday with a little bit of more horror after all the horrors of the day.
And then you can go to bed with a full stomach and have some nightmares while you're at it. It's perfect.
That's pretty original, though, to have a scary movie based during Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it comes out on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think it's out now, but yeah, you can see it on Thanksgiving. And this is actually based off of a trailer he made like 15 years ago. So it's been a long time in the making.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
So now Friday, what do people do on Friday? On Friday, it's Black Friday. You're hunting down those deals. And while you are conquering those deals, you can watch Napoleon.
There we go.
One of the most famous conquerors. So Ridley Scott is back with another big epic, this one following the historical figure Napoleon, played by Joaquin Phoenix. This one's for the history buffs. This one's for the dads. When you see it in theaters, it's going to be about 3 hours long. But Ridley Scott's actually releasing a more than 4-hour cut on Apple TV a couple months later. So to get that extra history that people may be yelling about, why didn't you put that in there?
I've seen this one everywhere. This one's been promoted. I'm excited for this.
My dad is a huge history buff, and I know he's watching right now, and he's very happy you just said this, and now he can convince my mom to go with him to see it.
And he can't go Wednesday or Thursday. He has to go Friday.
Oh, he will, because you told him to.
Now, in your typical Thanksgiving week comes Saturday. All the stress is behind you, and you got no responsibilities ahead of you. This is probably the one day of Thanksgiving break where you can actually relax and take the family to the newest Disney animated feature film, Wish.
Okay.
This is a kids film, a family film. It's kind of animated in a bunch of different styles. Disney's been promoting this as like 100 years of celebration because it's been 100 years since they formed. Wow. So this is about a girl who has this wishing star and this evil king who is stopping people's wishes from coming true. And it just looks like a really fun kids film. I know Disney's been promoting this like crazy because they're playing the songs everywhere in the theme park, even though it's not even out yet. So hopefully we don't have another Frozen situation where Let It Go plays everywhere 24/7.
And it gets stuck in everyone's head.
Still is.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good song. I like it. This is going to be a good one. I think it'll be successful, especially because all, like you said, all families will be together that week, and there are young kids who can't go and see the movie Thanksgiving.
No.
Yes.
That's a perfect family film
They can see Napoleon though.
to round out the weekend.
I don't know about that
I think
one.
my phone. No, I
All right, so we got one more, the last day of the week.
Sunday, you're traveling back home, you're dreading going back to work with all your coworkers. I love you guys, don't worry.
Oh, say, what'd you say, Ben? Say it louder.
But if you want to watch a movie about crazy people to make you feel okay with going back to the rest of the
Okay,
week,
where is this
we got
movie going?
Saltburn. It is from Emerald Fennell. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But anyway, this is her follow-up film to Promising Young Women last year. And this film is about an Oxford student who's kind of feeling a bit lost, and he goes in the summer to his like rich friend's house, and everything's crazy. There's debauchery everywhere. There's wildness, and it's gonna be an insane film.
And what's the main actor's name?
That's Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan. Is
And
he
then
the
Jacob
younger one?
Elordi, who we just talked about from
Yes.
Elvis. He played Elvis.
Yes, that's what I was like. We just saw him recently.
We did, yeah. So he's back with another kind of Oscar-heavy hidden film. So it's gonna probably be up for some awards. This is probably the one, as well as Napoleon, that'll be up in the award season. So.
Awesome. Well, I can tell you one thing. I know all the ladies on my social media are loving Jacob Elordi.
Well, Ben, everyone that didn't know what they were doing next week, now they know.
All
a
planned
movie
out.
every single day. That was great.
The
As
week is
always, Ben, we're thankful for you on this Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. We'll see you next Friday. Will you be here next Friday?
Won't be here next Friday, but I'll be back the week after.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
be ready.
All right, well, coming up in our next half hour, we're checking back in with Rob Wells, who's live from the Sarasota Police Department.
But first, let's head over to Investigate TV Plus to see what's coming up today at 3:30.